and welcome to episode 3 of Unlock the Oracles with Amoro's Intuitive Studio on YouTube. If you have not yet, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget the little bell icon to make sure you're notified when all the new videos are posted. If you're enjoying this, please give these videos a thumbs up and play along with me, all right? Play along with me when I ask you questions, comment, engage with me. Let's do this together. So, today it's super personal for me. I decided to look at my collection and say, what do I need? Because I'm just having one of those days. I mean, I am feeling tense and just, it's nothing actually happened. It's just one of those things where it's in the air for me today and I feel it physically in my neck and shoulders. And I'm just trying to release that for myself. So I wanted to show you, this is how I ended up collecting so many decks. Maybe a little bit excessive on my end, but it just brought me comfort when I was in the middle of my personal healing. So today I chose the Rumi Oracle to share. This is a deck that regularly just brings me to tears, makes me emotional, and hits real deep. So let's go ahead and clear this deck out. Now, if you don't know why I'm using a bell, you have to go back to episode 1 and check that out. And let me know. Let me know if you use any sort of sound cleansing in your home. And if you can feel that, you know exactly what it feels like when you hear a big bell and you can feel it like reverberate through your body. That's exactly what it is. And it just, it dissolves negative energy in your space. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. And if you don't know why I'm shuffling over here, it's because it can be a messy process sometimes. And my favorite style, I guess, of receiving messages is to wait for them to flip on their own. All right, and we have one. All right, we have one, literally, from the Rumi Oracle. Let's see what the collective message is today in this space. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, like what the collective energy is, if you are here and you're sharing this space with me, we are creating this together, okay? This is what we are bringing, or the energy in the space that we meet. Let's rise to meet it, right? Or let's come together, right? So, Rumi Oracle. Our message, number 6, says 1. Just a moment. Like molten gold poured from the furnace of divine love into a one-of-a-kind mold, you are created uniquely and of divine essence. You are both the lover and the beloved. There is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey, and there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. So then why frowning? Why the fear and questioning? Feeling that. Let me share a sublime secret with you. Let me whisper it into your heart now. There is nothing to fear. All is unfolding according to the divine genius, and there is a sweet shift in store for you. No matter how dire circumstances may appear to be, or how despairing you may feel, there is still an avenue through which fulfillment and resolution will be granted. This will happen. That is because the divine seeks wholeness of the one. That means anything and every part of existence, and that includes you and all aspects of your being and life, is claimed by the divine. Your return to the divine is demanded. Every part of you, every life circumstance. The divine keeps rigorous, flawless accounts. Therefore, nothing shall be left unaccounted for, not even that which seems to be outside divine attention and grace in this moment. You must remember that you are a living heart. The dweller at the center must be heaven and earth, star and soil, light and dark. If you cannot summon the joy to rise up and meet the divine beloved, fear not. That cunning lover lies deep within the depths, waiting for you to gather into your sacred embrace as you descend into darkness. Either through flying or falling, you shall be caught and tangled up in the divine embrace. So fear not. Cast aside worry and concern. Know that you are thoroughly itemized on the divine ledger, and not one moment of your struggle or suffering shall miss the hawk-like gaze of the ever-attentive and heavenly beloved. This oracle comes to you with a particular guidance. There's a friction or conflict within you or your life right now. A sense perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction and confusion because of this. You are questioning which path to take, this way or that. What if you choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? But how can you know now what choice, if any, is most needed in your life? So many questions. Your mind is scurrying. There is no other word for it. Backwards and forwards it goes, to and fro. There is nothing, trying to settle upon truth. I love you too much to allow this to continue unchecked. Surrender it, give it up. The truth you seek is this: you shall be. You shall manifest your destiny just as the acorn grows into the oak tree. You cannot be other than what you are, and if you accept this, life responds. It breathes and relaxes around you, so what you need can come to you more easily. It finds you, drawn to the need in you that is natural and inviting. It is not a cause for anxiety or distress. The need leads to satiety. Satisfaction, right? The need leads to satisfaction, ultimately. What is desired and what fulfills that desire is one. They are lovers that have come together naturally, even though darkness and confusion, drawn to each other, following the natural course of the universe to become one. So do not fret and fear, my beloved. Do not hold back from that which feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. It is just the lover that will soon be joined by the beloved. You are recognizing the moment before it occurs. So fret not, and instead let that inner love loose. Allow her to shake out her hair, put on her most sensuous perfume, and laugh as she dances barefoot in the fields of lush grass and fragrant flowers. Let her tempt her beloved to come close, because she can be seen, she can be heard. Her movement sends her scent through the air. She entices the yearning beloved to her, and soon enough they meet. It becomes possible for, yet again, two to become one, and then there will be a wild peace and ecstatic contentment within you. If there is any part of you struggling to surrender the conflict between old and new, between that has been and what needs to be, between passion and duty, creativity and rationality, between the role or identity, then know this: even the conflict serves you. Don't choose either one and believe it is the answer. Don't choose one and believe that is the answer. Sometimes the sacrifice is not one or the other, but the idea that it can only be one or the other. At another level, a level of divine resolution, there is beyond the apparent polarity and conflict a third way, the rising up to where there is only one perfection taking place constantly. Open your heart. You will find the bridge to understanding and trusting in the perfection there, where it has always been and always will be. Don't worry. All is happening exactly as it should be. This oracle brings you particular guidance. There is a resolution and a perfect coming together of elements in your life that may have seemed disparate or in conflict. Something you have been trying to integrate is so very nearly ready to click into place. Perform the sacred honoring ritual and stay with your process. The coherence, the integration, and the balance and the coming together you seek is on the horizon, approaching you swiftly now. I can't leave you, right? I can't leave you without the sacred honoring ritual, because that was like freaking powerful. That was like really intense and powerful. And obviously we've been diving deeply into this message. I can't just like leave you hanging at the end of that. right? Just because this video is like getting a little long. So let's do it. If you're ready, if you want to sit and do this sacred honoring ritual, I will read it for you now. And if not, and you're satisfied with your message, thank you so much for being here. Please share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new videos come out. Now, for those who would like to continue forward this sacred honoring ritual, here we go. Find a quiet place. Just sit with yourself, okay? Sit or lay down. Place your hands upon your heart. Give yourself a moment to breathe. Give yourself another moment to breathe. Don't rush this. This is not something to rush. This might be the only time today that you actually sit and put your hands on your heart and just sit in this moment. So just be here. If you're here, be here. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I gaze into my heart, and there you are. I gaze into your heart and see my own face. We are one. This oneness is contagious. May it swiftly affect every aspect of my inner world, so that my outer existence aligns gently with perfect harmony with the great divine beloved. You and I are one with the perfection of divinity unfolding now and always. Through grace and my own free will, so be it. Now when you're ready, place your hands in prayer position and bow your head in reverence and recognition to the one divine plan unfolding just for you. For everybody together, collectively, but also just for you. Say to yourself, I surrender into the one truth of divine perfection that includes my own divine destiny now. Through mercy and grace, so be it. When you are ready, simply close your eyes and bow your head again. You have completed your ritual. Thank you so much for being here.